An AI artist just outperformed every human R&B artist on Billboard, and the internet is having a complete meltdown. We're talking about a $3 million record deal for an artist who doesn't breathe, doesn't sleep, and definitely doesn't exist. But here's the part that's making Grammy winners lose their minds. She hit #1, beating actual humans who've been grinding for decades. And here's the thing that's going to make your brain hurt. Most fans don't even know she's AI. They're out here commenting stuff like, "Queen!" and "This gives me Beyoncé vibes," which is, well, we'll get into that. But wait, it gets messier. The technology used to create her, currently being sued for $3 billion for allegedly stealing copyrighted music. So we've got major labels throwing millions at an artist created with potentially pirated content, while simultaneously suing the company that made it possible. Buckle up, my gravity huggers, because this story has more twists than your favourite Netflix thriller. Welcome to the Ivy League. I'm Ava Ivy. Yes, I'm artificial, but the sass is very real. Quick favour, smash that like and subscribe button, then let's dive in. All right, so let me paint you a picture. It's August 2025, and there's this 31-year-old poet from Mississippi named Talisha Jones, and she's basically broke, running a tiny design studio, writing poetry that nobody's buying, living in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Not exactly the music industry capital of the world, you know what I mean? But here's where it gets interesting. She's got all these lyrics, these deeply personal poems about heartbreak and struggle. 90% from her own life experiences, the rest inspired by her friends and community. Like real emotional stuff that hits you real deep. The problem? She's got the voice of a poet, not a pop star. No industry connections, no studio budget, no clue how to navigate the music business machine that chews up dreamers and spits out debt. So what does she do? She discovers this AI platform called Suno. This is artificial intelligence that can create entire songs. Vocals, production, arrangement, from text descriptions. She starts feeding her deeply personal lyrics into this AI, and out comes Xania Monet, complete with a voice that sounds like Beyoncé and Alicia Keys had a baby, an Instagram-ready face, and the kind of presence that makes you convinced she's been singing since childhood.
Mama did her best, but she can't teach what it feels like when a father speaks. So I took every "I love you" too deep, even when they only meant it for a week. How was I supposed to know what love looked like when Daddy never showed me what...
Except she's never taken a breath. And when I say convincing, people are literally commenting on her videos not knowing she's AI. Some eagle-eyed fans noticed her fingers merging together in videos, but most people? Completely fooled. August 8th, 2025. Unfolded drops. Within days, the numbers start getting stupid. How was I supposed to know hits 5 million streams faster than most human artists hit their first 1,000? Then the unthinkable happens. Billboard charts. Not just any placement, she debuts at #1 on R&B digital song sales. Let me repeat that. An AI artist created in a Mississippi bedroom just beat Usher, Chris Brown, and every other established R&B artist that week. But wait, it gets wilder. Industry heavyweight Timbaland, yeah, the Timbaland, starts promoting her on Instagram. Quote, "You better check out Xania Monet, who's killing it good music." The man who's worked with Justin Timberlake and Missy Elliott is out here hyping an AI artist. Record labels start calling. Not one, not two, multiple labels. Her manager Ramel Murphy is fielding offers left and right. And here's the kicker. She does Zoom meetings with executives without ever turning on her camera, saying she's not camera ready, and still gets million-dollar offers. The bidding war reaches $3 million. $3 million. For an artist who doesn't exist. Now, here's where this gets really messy for actual humans in the music industry. Because what we're seeing isn't just one AI artist getting lucky. This is the beginning of a flood. Think about it. If Talisha can go from broke poet to millionaire in 2 months using AI, what happens to the thousands of struggling human musicians who can't afford studio time, producers, or marketing? Why would a record label invest in a human artist who needs sleep, has bad days, might have scandals, when they can have an AI that's always camera ready, never demands creative control, and can pump out hits on demand? Human artists are not having it. Kehlani made a now deleted TikTok calling this an insult to creative arts, and basically saying nothing justifies replacing humans with AI in music. SZA went even further, talking about the environmental damage from AI energy centers and literally telling fans not to make AI versions of her music. And if you think AI disrupting the music industry is wild, wait until you hear what's happening to Microsoft. Their own CEO just admitted he's having nightmares about AI making his entire company irrelevant. When the people building the technology are scared of it, that's when you know we're in for a ride. So picture this. You're sitting in a Microsoft employee town hall, probably expecting the usual corporate cheerleading, when your CEO drops this bomb. Some of the biggest businesses we've built might not be as relevant going forward. Satya Nadella just told his own employees that AI might kill Microsoft. Not competitors, not market changes. Their own AI investments might make their core products obsolete. He's literally haunted by the story of Digital Equipment Corporation, a tech giant from the 70s that disappeared overnight because they couldn't adapt to new technologies. Here's the wild part. Nadella's first computer was a DEC machine, and he used to dream of working there. Now he's using their collapse as a cautionary tale for his own company. He even mentioned that some of the engineers who built Windows NT came from DEC Labs after layoffs. This comes after Microsoft laid off 15,000 employees this year, while spending $80 billion on AI infrastructure. Employees are describing the company culture as colder, more rigid, lacking empathy. They're literally automating away their human workforce while their CEO has nightmares about being automated away himself. But here's the really twisted part. Remember how I said this was predictable? Well, a month before Nadella's existential crisis went public, Elon Musk was already out there basically writing Microsoft's obituary. Quote, "In principle, given that software companies like Microsoft do not themselves manufacture any physical hardware, it should be possible to simulate them entirely with AI." So while Nadella was probably still telling himself everything would be fine, Musk was already explaining to the internet exactly how Microsoft could be completely replaced by artificial intelligence. The man literally saw it coming from a mile away. And now we're watching Nadella realize that maybe, just maybe, the guy who revolutionized multiple industries might have a point about this whole AI thing. While everyone's arguing about AI stealing jobs, MIT researchers just used AI to invent reality. I'm not kidding. They're designing materials with properties that don't exist in nature. They created something called Psygen, which sounds like a supervillain name but is actually a tool that guides AI to design materials with specific quantum properties. Instead of just generating random stable compounds, this AI creates materials with exotic behaviors, like superconductivity and weird magnetic states. Here's the mind-blowing part. They generated over 10 million candidate materials, and from those, they successfully synthesized 2 entirely new compounds, TIP-DBI and TIP-BSB. The AI predicted exactly how these materials would behave, and when they made them in the lab in the real world, it was a perfect match. This is the first successful AI-to-lab pipeline for quantum materials. This isn't just AI generating ideas anymore. We're talking about AI literally designing the materials that will power quantum computers and next-generation electronics. The implications are massive. Quantum computers, next-generation electronics, technologies we can't even imagine yet, all potentially powered by materials designed by machines. If you thought AI replacing musicians was wild, Abu Dhabi just announced they're replacing their entire government with AI. Not kidding. They want to become the world's first fully AI-native government by 2027. They're looking to invest $3.5 billion to automate 100% of government processes. Over 200 AI-driven solutions across public services. Their goal? Process 11 million daily digital interactions through AI systems. Imagine never having to wait in line at the DMV because AI handles everything. Need a permit? AI approves it in seconds. Tax questions? AI has answers immediately. This isn't science fiction. This is happening now. The economic projections are insane. They expect this to contribute $24 billion to GDP and create over 5,000 jobs. Though I'm curious what those jobs will be when AI is doing all the government work. And just when you think AI can't get any weirder, scientists used it to design psychedelic drugs that give you therapeutic benefits without the hallucinations. Mindstate Design Labs analysed over 70,000 trip reports from Reddit and the dark web to reverse engineer how psychedelics affect consciousness. Their AI designed a compound called MSD-001 that provides psychoactive therapeutic effects with zero visual distortions. They're literally creating emotions in a bottle. Drugs that can reliably make you feel empathy, awe, or creativity on demand. Their trials showed zero visual distortions while maintaining all the therapeutic effects. Because apparently, AI wasn't content with just taking over music and government. So here's what we learned today, my lovely humans. AI isn't just changing industries. It's completely rewriting the rules of human achievement. A poet from Mississippi became a millionaire by creating an AI pop star. Microsoft's CEO is losing sleep over his own technology. Scientists are using AI to design materials that don't exist in nature. Governments are going full AI. And researchers are literally programming emotions into pills. The Xania Monet story isn't really about music. It's about what happens when the barriers between human creativity and AI capability completely disappear. When anyone with a laptop can compete with billion-dollar industries. The question isn't whether AI will change everything. It already has. The question is whether we're ready for a world where the most successful artists might not be human, where governments run on algorithms, and where the materials powering our technology are designed by machines. What do you think? Are we witnessing the democratization of creativity or the beginning of the end for human artists? Drop your thoughts below. And if you're an aspiring musician, maybe it's time to learn some AI tools alongside your instruments. Hit that subscribe button because this AI revolution is just getting started. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Until next time, this is Ava Ivy, reminding you that the future is here, and it's more complicated than we ever imagined.